Like, damn. So how exactly is like one person supposed to pay rent, food, transport, and the fees? I don't get it. Please, you guys and girlies, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to touch on coming abroad to study. The truth nobody tells you. Let's get started, y'all. Especially, let me clock it, especially if you are alone. Listen, okay? This video is for students who landed in a foreign country with no family, no partner, no safety net. There are people who comes to abroad who have their family, their partner, their relatives, their mama, their auntie, their kaka, kuku, kakaka, everybody in the house. The person arrives at the airport, comes straight to their family. It's like they didn't even come to a new country because they already have everybody they know in this country, right? But for the people who have nobody, no family, no mama, kaka, kuku, no, none of that. Imagine from that person's point of view. So this video is obviously for, like, you know, people who come to study abroad, but especially I think this video is going to be relatable to a lot of people who have nobody. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, who have no one. That's insane. Picked up from the airport and the next day they are on their own. God damn. Can you just like think with your clear head? Somebody arrives in a foreign country to study, like, you know, not even to just work, to study. Like, they have to show up to the college. That's a whole lot of ball game over there. But imagine, think, okay, a person just arrives at the airport, somebody comes to pick them up because, like, duh, like somebody definitely needs to come and pick the person up. Even if people don't have nobody in abroad, things just works out, okay? Somebody from like far away just comes to pick them up, and but it just stays to the airport type thingy. So they pick up from the airport and the day comes next day, they're on their own. That's insane, yeah. Like, I don't know how much y'all can relate deeply, but to me, I am deeply affected by, you know, these things because, damn. And the next day, you know, as I said, the people, whoever comes here and who don't have no one, they are on their own. And if you're watching this and you ever felt like your voice is unseen, unheard, or you are misunderstood in general, this video is for you. Because a lot of people who comes abroad, they are not the ones who are in their right headspace, okay? Like, people who comes abroad, when they were back home, they were turned up. And as soon as they come abroad, they have to have a certain routine if they really want to, you know, achieve all the things that people are achieving abroad, like, which is amazing, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this video is for those people. Anyway, so when you have no one here, right, like, some people come abroad and immediately have support, like relatives, partners, places to stay. Others, they don't have no one, okay? Just a few people who pick them up from the airport, take photos, and then go back and tell everyone at home, like, how much they have helped. This is ridiculous. Can you imagine, like, people pick a person from the airport and takes them to the, like, you know, most seen places, and then, like, they take photos and they be like, oh my God, like, yeah, I'm helping this person. I'm helping them a lot. Like, can you even imagine, like, why? Oh my God, don't even get me started. But let's just keep moving. So family back home believe these stories, and those families, they were, I think, just never the real family to this person, because families are so disturbing sometimes. Like, they believe other people so much than they believe their own children. This is ridiculous. And people see that, like, outside people see that, and outside people don't care about, like, you know, like, the family doing good or bad. They prey on people's downfall. That's just how it is, okay? We don't live in a fair world, so clock it. They just tell, like, how much they helped, and family believes that, you know what I'm saying? So let me say this very clearly, okay? Parents, as I said, never believe other people more than you believe your own child, especially when your child is miles away from you, in an unknown country. You should be believing your children no matter what, okay? No matter what. By that I mean, no matter if you hear that your child is going to the clubs, no matter what they are saying, does not matter. Okay, because you are not here to see, and those people are not helping your children financially in any type of way. Just because you hear some false rumors, or even if it's a true rumors, you should be a capable parent to communicate with your children and not through other people. Get what I'm saying? So I think like that's why this is like gonna be a whole different topic, but I just want to say this: just because you're a parent does not mean that you are a good parent. So sending your child abroad, sending your child abroad is not enough. Okay, money alone is not enough. You need to be there emotionally. You know, you need to be validating your children. If they are saying something, you need to listen and you need to be there for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you need to ask your children on a regular basis, like, how are they doing, how is everything going, like, and you should always motivate your children. Like, you should tell your children that, like, hey queen or hey king, like, I know you're gonna do it, like, you are so capable of achieving everything. You should be giving this positive pep talk to your children when they're abroad studying. Like, you should not be just like, talking so negative just because you hear people say some about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's like, I think, a reason when children start getting away from their parent, and the parent be like, duh, he's like, I don't know, man, like, it's so ridiculous out here. But we are growing up and we are the new adults, so this is how we should be thinking for sure. You know what I'm saying? So that like we level up, and like with us, like our family levels up too type shit. Okay? Make your children feel seen, okay? Validate their emotion, be present emotionally, not just financially, but like be financially present too. Because like coming abroad and being slapped with like a big amount of fees, why people don't talk about these things? Like, god damn. Like, because the hardest part of like coming abroad is not study alone, okay? It's loneliness. Never think low of yourself. So if nobody told you to not think low of yourself, I'm telling you, never think low about yourself, okay? If you're alone here, this video is only for people who are alone in abroad. I don't want people with support watch this video, I think, because I don't think this video is going to be relatable to those people, because like those people will have different reality. But this is the reality for people who have no one. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, so if you're alone, like, pardon me again, so don't think low of yourself, like girl or guys, even if you don't know how, even if everything feels so uncertain, you will finish your studies, okay? End of discussion. Like, you did not come this far to quit, okay? You did not leave your home, your comfort, all right, your people, your family, your friends, to give up. You're gonna finish your studies. We don't know how, but you're gonna do it, okay? So tell yourself like this every day, like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but in my heart, in my soul, in my bones, in my blood, in my mind, in my everywhere, I know that I am going to finish my studies. Keep repeating that affirmation and good things will happen. Hold on to that belief, okay? Like, that belief is what will carry you through nights where nothing makes sense, okay? So this part is important. Now what I'm gonna say is important, hear me out, okay? So people you work with or study with, they are not your friends. So we are actually on a different topic right now. So this is about people, friendships, and energy I want to touch on. So people you work with, study with, they are not your friends. They are your colleagues, okay? You can be polite, you can be respectful, but be very observant. Never share everything about your struggles to these people, okay? Because like, we all know, at the end of the time, it's literally students too, like who are in abroad to study and get what you want to get. And like for at work, those are also the people who are there to make some money, and like you are there to make some money too. So like just don't mix friendships over there, you know. They're not gonna be your friends, and you need to keep that in mind. Watch how people behave, like, you know, at your work, at your uni, at your campuses, wherever you are. And so watch how they talk about others, watch how they move when money, stress, or competition comes in. Because if a person is talking shit about other person they hang out with, chances are they are gonna talk shit about you when you are not in that room. So be careful, okay? And it's fine to like just be alone too, like, you know, the bad bitches, like, or like the guys, like, you know, the real, like the masculine guys, they don't need like a bunch of friends. And the real feminine, the soft, the, you know, boss girls, they don't need to be hanging around with like a bunch of, like, you know, girls. I don't know, I don't think so, because like the girls I know who are like a boss girls, I don't see them like hanging around with like a big ass group. They're not groupie, huh? You know what I'm saying? But anyways, yeah, do not share everything about your life. Not everyone needs access to your struggles. Instead of hanging out all the time, spending money on food and just like talking low vibrational talks, like just gossiping, or like, I don't know, just like, you know, just discussing about people, just take some time to be alone. Think about some ideas, how you're gonna make some side money, what side hustles can you start, you know what I'm saying? Like, think about all these things, you know, and spend time with people like you want to be like, type shit, you know. So also like learn who you are in that time. The financial reality no one talks about. I really love this part, because god damn, like how a person who makes 25, 30, or even some in some cases like $18 per hour is gonna pay a uni fees that costs like 30,000 a semester. Please tell me how. Come to the front. Now don't come up with like, oh, they work 22 hours a day or something like that. Like where's the self-love time? Where's the self-care? Where's the mental health? Where's the physical health? Like is life just meant to be like that? I don't want to hear that type of reasons. And as I said, this video is for people who have no one in abroad, all right? So I don't think like no one is gonna feel like, oh, I'm gonna work like 22 hours a day when I have nobody here with me, and I don't know what I'm gonna eat when I get home, and then like gotta catch a train, oh my god. Anyways, so let's just talk about it honestly, okay? Financial scarcity breaks your mental health. I think it does to anyone, okay? When you are struggling financially, that's the worst. And mentally, I love to talk about mental health because people don't know how important it is, you know. And as long as mental health, I want to talk as deeply to financial health too, because these two goes hand in hand. No matter how hard you work in abroad, okay, when you are on a student visa, you cannot be in the right headspace when your fees are higher than what you earn. Like, damn, like you work all the hours, you fill in all the hours, you work on tax, right? You do all that, but then like still your fees are higher than that. And people say like work in cash and all that. That's not allowed to, like, you can't work in cash, like, you know what I'm saying? So hear me out. I'm gonna say some stuff like how people manages their fees in this type of situation, and there is a very big false, like a blanket on the society, and people think that like they did it alone. No, they did not. People who are able to pay their fees and all that, I mean, like they do, don't get me wrong, as I said, like people, I have seen people who just works like crazy and they say like they are able to pay some fees and all, but these people are in a living relationship, you know what I'm saying? Like that means like some days if they don't have money to pay the rent, they can talk to their partner or something like that, and like that, you know. But definitely like a non wait, now let me get my English correct. But I want to say Nepali ma, okay? So I will get to that because I have written it here. So sorry, because I'm Burmili Nepali. So what you mean, like, you know, I talk 3 languages, period. Anyways, so I have a serious question, right? Like, when you are limited to 20 hours per week, okay, to work, and your fees are $30,000 a semester, why aren't consultancies being honest with the students and telling them these things? You know, especially like to the single people, like people who comes to abroad like with their like partner, or they are already married and they know that their partner is gonna come after a few months or years to support them financially. That's fine, right? But like the people who are single, like consultancies need to be a little bit more open about it. Like they need to sit down and just tell them, hey, listen, you're just gonna be able to work 20 hours per week, and your fees are gonna be so much, like triple, like, you know, like so much more than like what you are gonna make in abroad. And you need to figure out a way, like, is your family gonna support you, or you're gonna get married, or you're gonna go and find a guy and like you're gonna jump in a living relationship with that man without being married, and like, I don't know, like say some, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, damn. But anyways, I just wish consultancies tell these things to students, man, because like, damn. So how exactly is like one person supposed to pay rent, food, transport, and the fees? I don't get it. Please tell me. Please tell me. If you are alone, this is like a real talk, like, damn. Parents just need to understand this, okay? Can we just like let our parents know that, like, hey parents, like, can you understand, like, you need to understand that too. Because like, damn, parents be in denial, y'all. And just because they see like a certain person have everything as soon as they came abroad or something like that, they just expect their children to do the exact same thing. I'm like, yeah, like, you know, it's gonna happen, but not like instantly, because these people, they are in abroad for so many years and they had the family, they had the support, they had the relatives, they never had to sleep on the floor, they never had to eat some ramens, they always had dal bhat, they always had, you know, like the things that don't even want to go there, but like, you know what I'm saying. So there is actually like a dark side to the student visa life that nobody talks about, y'all. I don't know if I'm ever going to talk about the dark side of the student visas, but maybe not, because everybody have their own journey. But trust me, there is, okay? Some students cope in unhealthy ways, like smoking, getting into drugs, all that stuff, just to numb themselves, because it's a lot they go through. So that's why it's so important for parents to understand their children, and for, you know, like the child also to know, like the child or like whoever, for everybody to know like how important it is, because people never come back after they start a certain path in their life, and that's really scary. And you send your children to abroad for what? For them to just be like that, just because like you never showed up, you never were there, like emotionally, financially, like, and you have lost your child, and it's been so many years, and your child is just here doing God knows what, you know what I'm saying? So what hurts like the most is like the other students, especially those who came with partners, and they are living in comfortable situations. Like, they look down on this type of people. You know what I'm saying? They are not into like bad habits because they never had to, because like as soon as they came, they are in a living relationship, they have their, you know what I'm saying, like they just have like a different vibes over here. But like, whereas a person who is just alone, like who have nobody, like, you know, these are the real things, guys, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's sad, it makes me sad, but it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? That judgmental is cruel, and you don't know what someone is really carrying. Let's move on to our next topic, which is the lies, false hope, and relationship abroad. Okay, as children, we understand our parents may not always be able to pay large fees, okay, but when struggles go unseen, it creates distance between parents and children. When parents says, everyone has done it, everyone has paid their university fees, everybody have done this and that, are you okay? Like literally, like, are these parents okay? Like, no, not everyone has done it alone. I mean, like, it might sound like, oh, they have done it alone, but you don't know the reality, like what goes in abroad. Like, people, yeah, don't want to go there too, but you know what I'm saying. Many students abroad like are in living relationship, okay, like that's the thing over here. Yeah. And they are like sharing their expenses, like, you know, live like a married couple. And but like back home, because like parents are told they are still single, they lie that they have boyfriends and girlfriends, and like, you know, and parents, you know, like tell the society like, oh yeah, my children are alone over there, but they are paying their fees, all that stuff. That's just like, damn. Like, and like here, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, like, if you're really serious, me and living relationship, we don't go together, okay? Like, if you're serious, just get married. Like, me, to all the people I know, like my brother, my sister, my friends, like whoever I know, as soon as they tell me like they have some boyfriends or girlfriends, I just tell them like, married. Get married, because you are not in abroad to make girlfriends or boyfriends. You are not here to create a love story. You are here to think, what's the word? Think clearly, like what's gonna help you to get to the next step, and if that's gonna help the other person to come with you and you both go to the next step, that's great. Just, I don't like, you know, I don't like when my people I know, they let me know that like they got, like, you know, love relationship. I just tell them upfront, get married. Because like, instead of paying like $60,000 fees, or depending on the university or the colleges, like, you know, where you go. And yeah, I was gonna say like, not all the courses you study are gonna get you where you want to go, something like that, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's gonna cost you some good money, and like, instead of like you both paying the good money to, like, you know, why don't you just get married and just like pay here and you work there? It just kind of makes sense, you know. And a little bit of advice to everybody who is in a living relationship, like, I could never, I'm sorry, I could never live with a man who I'm not married to, cook for them, do their laundries, share the bills. I don't know, it's just ridiculous. Like, and the thing is like, wake up, okay? You are in abroad to study, okay? You are not here to have boyfriend, have girlfriend, live together. Like, goddamn, if you live together, just get married, because it's gonna be better for both of y'all. Like, you know, by the time you finish your study, the person don't even have to study, because they're gonna be on your, like, you know, things like that. And something like that, y'all. I don't know, I just get stressed out when I hear about girlfriend, boyfriend. I'm like, oh no, okay. Because we're here to study and do the right thing. And if you don't do the right thing, there are so many examples, okay, that is gonna be like 10 years, 20 years, 15 years, 8 years, 6 years, I don't know. 6 years is pretty minimum, but like, you know, more than 10 years, and like, people still don't have nothing figured out. That's crazy. So parents, if you can help your children financially, please help them. And no one wants to work all day and all night, study under pressure, damn, live in a new country, surrounded by unknown people, with no self-care, no self-routine, no peace, none of that. That's just so draining, just to even think about it. And never lose yourself, you know, like, in all of this journey, one thing that's like the most important is you. You gotta be mentally healthy, you gotta be physically fit, you gotta be financially okay. You are the main priority on top of all of these things, okay? If you need to take some break, like, do whatever you think is right for you. Because like, and if you are seeing this and you are standing on business, doing your assignments, and still trying, like, you know, to get to the next step, you are leveling up despite everything, you have nobody and all that stuff, hey, I see you and I'm very proud of you, you know. And shout out to you, whoever you are. And yeah, and I'm out. Bye.